Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a cleaning motivation video. I've just got a bunch of cleaning to do around the house. If you guys are new here, my name is Amanda and this is my channel Amanda's Daily Dish, where I film motivational videos for you guys to get cleaning done around your home. Organizing, cooking, cleaning, all that kind of stuff. So basically anything that has to do with taking care of your home and just being a busy mom. So we've been insanely busy the past few weeks. We are winding down with our hockey season, even though it never really fully ends because we have spring hockey and just tournaments and stuff like that going on. But we've had like playoffs going on. So we are just in and out. And I'm trying to juggle all of the kids' schedules. Meanwhile, trying to get the house done. Jeff's been so busy with work. So we just got our kitchen handles in for our cabinets. I know those of you who've been following for a while, I kept talking about waiting for these handles to come in. Now I have a little dilemma. The knobs are a slightly different color than the handles. So I'm trying to decide whether I should just go with all knobs in the whole kitchen, or do I just deal with the slight color difference? I'm not quite sure what I should do here. I have some family members saying it looks totally fine, and then other ones saying just switch and go with all knobs, because that's kind of a thing right now too. I've seen all sorts of kitchens on Pinterest with all knobs in the kitchens, and it looks nice too. So I'm not quite sure what to do, but my faucet there, it's kind of like a brushed champagne bronze. Same thing with our knobs on our stove here. It's a brushed champagne bronze, and I know that mixing metals is totally okay, so I'm not quite sure what I should do here. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. What do you think looks best? Should I just go with all of the knobs? Should I keep those poles and the knobs? I don't know what to do. So let me know what you think. And just a couple of different angles for you guys so you guys can analyze a little bit better and help me out with this decision for my kitchen. And also my backsplash tile samples came in. So the one on the left is gray and it has like no sheen to it. The one in the middle is white and it has like that pearly finish on it. And then the one on the right is cream and it also has that pearly finish to it. So I am not quite sure which one to get. I think I really like the pearly finished ones. So the two on the right is what I'm leaning towards. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Oh, and it also comes in two different sizes. So one of them is a subway tile and the other one is these squares right here. Those of you who've been watching my videos for a while know that my family loves sparkling water. We go through cases and cases every week. I just mentioned a couple of videos ago that I was looking for a sparkling water machine to cut down on how many cases I have to buy, and I came across this Glacier Fresh soda maker. This machine is the perfect solution. It dispenses cold, fresh, sparkling water on demand. The machine comes with an instant cooling technology, so you don't need ice to cool your water down. This way you get the bubbliest sparkling water possible. One of the things I really love about this machine is the large 1.6 liter water capacity. It is fantastic, especially for a large family like mine, because we go through so much water, so I don't have to keep refilling the machine so often. The machine is so easy to use. I just filled the water tank there, popped in the carbonation cartridge in the back of the machine, and then popped the water tank on the back there, and basically it was ready to go. As you can see, the water is at 5 Celsius right now. It is nice and cold. I just pushed the button right there to dispense the water into the carbonation cartridge right there, and once that fills up, all I have to do is pull the lever down and that is going to carbonate the ice cold water. The design of this machine is perfect. It's a simple and ergonomic design. 3 easy steps for a glass of delicious cold water. Just fill the water tank, fizz it, and enjoy. I love that this machine has an LED screen. It displays the water temperature, cooling status, and the carbonation level too. And the machine also comes with a safety and protection system. It has a carbonation level alarm and an automatic pressure release design. So, like I said, super easy to use, totally foolproof, which makes my life much easier because my kids will have no problem using this machine. I love how you can control your carbonation level. So if you want it really, really bubbly, you just hold down the handle a little bit longer and you get so many bubbles in there. And the taste of this sparkling water is so refreshing and delicious. This is exactly what we needed for our kitchen. And I will make sure to leave the link to the Glacier Fresh website for you guys in the description box down below. I do have a 15% coupon code also. You actually don't even have to put the coupon code in. As soon as you hit that link and you head to their website, you will automatically get the discount in your cart, which makes it super easy. Alrighty guys, so I did run to the grocery store. This is a daily occurrence in my house. I cannot keep up with feeding my 4 hungry boys. It's just been insane. So I grabbed what I needed for dinner. I'm starting to peel potatoes because I am making a roast beef dinner. It's Sunday and I just wanted to make sure I made something yummy and good for this day. I did just run upstairs to grab my slippers. These are my slippers I picked up on Amazon. I can't remember what brand they are. It starts with a K. It's like Kuali or something like that. But this is my second time ordering these slippers. I love them. They are a really soft, kind of like a memory foamish type sole. And the reason I love them is because on the inside, it's not furry. So if you're busy working around the house and stuff like that, your slipper doesn't get all nasty inside because that's easy, like super easy to wipe down, which I never really had to wipe down. But the point is I'm active around the house, constantly doing housework. Those are the perfect slippers. Like I said, I picked them up from Amazon. I will link those down below for you guys as well. I have to say, peeling potatoes is probably one of the things I hate to do most. It is just not something that I've ever really enjoyed. So if anybody ever comes up with a great potato peeling machine, I would be all over that.
An option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you.
So I've got the pot of potatoes on the stove. It's just cut up peeled potatoes with a little bit of salted water, so I'm bringing those to a boil. So for dessert, I just came across this post on Facebook. It just looked super simple, and I haven't made angel food in forever. I used to actually make it all the time when the kids were really small, just because it was so simple and just so light and airy and easy to eat. So this recipe just called for 1 box of angel food cake and 1 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple. Now that can was like just about 14 ounces, so I had to open another can and add around half of the can. So I did that, and then I just used my hand mixer here and just mixed it all together, and the mixture was just super light and fluffy. So then I just put that into a baking dish and then popped it in the oven, and then I'll just serve that with some Cool Whip later for dessert. I just love super easy dessert ideas like this. If you guys have any family favorite desserts that are nice and easy like this, share them with me in the comments down below, because I am a dessert lover, and obviously I'm a busy mom, so any easy recipes I would love for you to share. For a side dish, I'm just going to make some green beans. So I'm just cleaning these up and washing them, and I'll just steam those on the stove. Now, what I noticed was at the grocery store, a lot of our produce isn't really the best quality right now. I don't know if that's because we are like way up north, so by the time it gets to us all the way from probably like California or Mexico or wherever these are from, I'm assuming they're from California, they're just like not in the best shape. They're kind of wilted and brown a little bit. Not terrible, but not that great. So and then over here we've got my dad. He just kind of came over to chat with me while I'm making dinner. Sometimes he helps out, and it's just nice to have him around giving us a hand. Okay, so now that we've got the potatoes and the green beans on the stove, I'm going to make the kids' absolute favorite Yorkshire pudding. I cannot make a roast beef dinner without serving Yorkshire pudding. I'm making 4 packages. Each package makes 6, and those will get like devoured in no time because they're just kind of light and fluffy, and you pour the gravy on top of those with mashed potatoes, and the kids just absolutely love it. So I know I made a video a couple months back making a roast beef dinner, but this just happened to be something that I was making on this evening, and I was already filming, so I just thought I would share it again with you guys because it's just part of our life. I'm looking for your attention. So in one of my last videos, I shared the olive oil dispenser. I love those bottles. Now this bottle here is just like a plastic squirt bottle. I've had that actually for a long time, but it's been in my plastics drawer and I just haven't had a chance to really use it. So I just put some, I think it's corn oil in there. I've been really trying to stay away from corn oil, and I've been transitioning to olive oil and avocado oil, but I still had some left in the cabinet, so I just went ahead and used that, and I put it in that little squeezy tube, and it made it so much easier to dispense the oil into those muffin tins. So if you don't have one of those little squeezy bottles or an oil dispenser, I really recommend it. It just makes it so much easier to dispense your oil rather than from the actual oil bottle. So that cake is ready. I'm just leaving it on the counter right now to cool off. Pay no attention over there in the corner in the back. There's still a construction zone in the front office area. And then we've got a mini fridge there and a bunch of other kitchen supplies that still need to be put away. It's just been a struggle living in this house and trying to finish stuff. So slowly but surely things are going to happen, but just it's not as fast as I want it to be. But that's totally okay because I'm just happy we're not in the tiny little rental anymore. And so for the mashed potatoes, I just added a blob of butter and some milk, and then I just went ahead and used my hand mixer on the top speed, and it just whipped them up really nicely. Here I'm just making the thickener for the gravy, so I basically just used the pan drippings from the roast beef, and then I ran it through my little, I don't know what you call it, but it's like a fat separator. So I ran it through there to make sure that all the fat got taken out, and then I ran it through a strainer to get all of the chunks of beef out and stuff like that. So we have a nice concentrated broth in here, and then I just added my thickener, which is just flour and water, just to get it to the consistency I like, and then a little bit of pepper. Hard to see, but now the never ever seem to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky me. Lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky me. Lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. Should've known by your rap sheet. All right, so dinner is ready here. I'm just serving it up for everybody and get all of these little crazy animals fed, and then I can get started with the cleaning. As you can see outside here, it is still winter. And as I'm doing this voiceover right now, It is literally a winter storm outside. I can hear the wind howling, and it is April. Like, it is April right now, and we have no sign of spring. Even though the forecast next week says that it's going to warm up, it's supposed to be really like springish weather. I'm sure all of this will melt, but this is typical for where we live. It's April and we have a snowstorm. So this is what I'm dealing with. And this is why we're having a nice, cozy roast beef dinner. And the dessert turned out quite nice. I don't even know what the name of this dessert is. I guess it's like a pineapple angel food cake, but it was perfect. It wasn't super sweet. It was just light and airy, and it was absolutely perfect for a nice light dessert. Here she goes. Cleaning this evening was actually super easy. I couldn't believe how the evening flew by. I was in the kitchen a good part of the evening cooking, and so all I did really was unload the dishwasher. It's so simple to unload the dishwasher in this kitchen. I designed it really well where the dishwasher is right there, and then you just pull open the drawers and everything just gets put away. You're not really reaching up to try to put things away because I don't really have a lot of upper cabinets. So most of the kitchen I got cleaned up, but when I went upstairs to help get the kids ready for bed, my dad actually finished most of the cleaning in the kitchen. So this is the next morning. There was a few things left out, but he did get a lot of the dishes hand washed. There was a few more of them left there, but a lot of the things he was able to put away, including all of the dishes from the meals. So right now I'm just zapping my coffee because I really like hot coffee. So I left it sitting for a few minutes and it wasn't hot enough. That's why I just transferred it into that tumbler. But few items that were left out over here, I'm just wiping off the counter, putting a few dishes away, and I also have to get the kids ready and off to school. So the dishwasher ran last night after my dad loaded it up, so I'm just going to go ahead and unload it again this morning, get that all put away, and then get these dishes in the sink washed and get that sink cleared out. So I'm going to have to scoot out to give one of the boys a ride. So I just walked out on the deck, and then I realized I have so much recycling I need to gather. So we are going to have to take Jeff's truck one day, load up recycling and a bunch of stuff that needs to go to the dump. So I'm also out here admiring the beautiful scenery, even though I'm so sick of winter. The snow that came down last night just kind of covered the trees, and it's looking really frosty out here. All right, so now I'm back in the kitchen. The kitchen is like almost clean, and that's what happens a lot during my days, is that I will get it almost clean and then I will be interrupted and have to go give one of the kids a ride somewhere, or I have to do something, and it just never ever gets perfectly clean. But then again, we're a busy family. We live in the house. That's just the way it's going to be. So I have to keep telling myself that it's not going to be perfect for more than 5 minutes.
Back to back, we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight. This time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me?
The dishes that I'm cleaning right now are actually from a late lunch, early dinner kind of thing. That happens a lot as a sports mom because we are heading to hockey. I don't think we're going to have time to eat an actual decent dinner until much later this evening. So that is why sometimes I'll make like a light dinner, because they need to be fed and they're going to starve if I don't feed them something before we go to hockey. So right now we just had some chicken strips, some cut up veggies with hummus, and we also had some peas. So that's what I'm cleaning up. Chandon wasn't too happy on this day because he wasn't done eating and I didn't realize it, and I threw his food in the garbage. So I had to make some new chicken strips so he could get fed before we head out the door.
Was it a rainbow falling?
All right, so the kitchen is so close to clean right now. I just have to wipe down the kitchen island, do a little bit of floor cleaning, and there's a couple dishes left over there, but I will get to those later as well.
Was it a rainbow falling? Oh, was it a rainbow? Here am I, meant to find a little peace of mind. You dream.
So the Tineco floor mopping vacuum that I use here honestly is like my favorite vacuum to use to get the kitchen floor clean, because it is such a high traffic area and I don't have time always to like fill the bucket and put fresh water in there and wash the floors. The wet vacuum is super easy just to whip out and clean all where the kids were eating, because that tends to get really like dirty because there's crumbs and stuff dropping and whatnot. So I just went over that area really quick, and it was so easy just to get that cleaned up. Okay guys, so we are just going to clean this sink thoroughly because it is used quite a lot. It's just constantly dishes in and out. So I'm just spraying it down, getting all the big chunks collected there, going to dump that out, and then I'm going to use my barkeeper's friend to polish the porcelain sink here, scrub it down really well, give it a good rinse. Same with the grill there, the bottom of the sink there, that grill that I used to protect the sink from getting scratched. We're going to give that a really good cleaning today too. Want to make sure it doesn't get all gunky and disgusting. And then we are going to give the sink a really good rinse. Okay, so all of the dishes are clean. I have one pot on the stove over there, and that is actually where the leftover roast beef from last night went. That's going to be beef barley stew, or actually it's beef barley soup. And my dad actually made it, and it turned out delicious. I was planning on making it, but when I had to leave for hockey on this evening, he was at home and he ended up making the soup. So that was fantastic. I also had to pick up some more olive oil. I ran out. I basically went through like a whole bottle last week. This one was on sale. I usually get the extra light one, but I thought I'd try this one. It was a great price and it was a high quality one. So I haven't tried it yet. I hope it's good. I really don't like the super strong tasting olive oils, but I don't mind it when you're like dipping bread with it and whatnot. So that's why I'm putting some red wine vinegar in here, because we were at an Italian restaurant the other day and they served some nice baguettes with olive oil and red wine vinegar, and it was delicious. So that's what I'm putting in these two bottles. I also ordered a couple more of those bottles because I would like a whole collection. They are super handy. Okay guys, so the kitchen is finally clean. I've got the boys' skates sharpening on the sharpener because we are heading out the door in 2 minutes right after this video is filmed, and we are basically gone for most of the evening to the hockey rinks. So this is what my day was like today, guys. Everything's clean. There's a couple things left out there. Those are clean, so I'll put them away when I get back. A couple of jars there for chia pudding I want to make in the morning, and otherwise everything's looking good. I've got that Glacier soda maker there. Make sure you guys check it out in the description box down below, because take advantage of that coupon code before it disappears. Anyways, you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed cooking with me and cleaning with me. Please make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Click that notification bell so you guys get notified when I post future videos. Make sure you guys are subscribed, and I will see you guys next time in the next video. Bye!